welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are starting our free-to-play journey in Magic Arena with core set M20. So, we're starting from the very beginning, and then we'll look around a little bit. This guide is designed to give you the free-to-play experience and show new players a good guide to the game for those entering it. I will over-explain my plays. I will over-examine probably everything. If you are an expert player or an experienced player, you're welcome to leave comments and hopefully helpful things. And we're also going to be in comments asking you for your opinion on what you think the Young CGB Chronicles what Young CGB should do. So in the past, I called these videos the Adventures of Young CGB, the implied thing being that I was young in my Magic journey, not a young or little boy version of myself. Going forward, we're going to call them the free-to-play CGB series. And this is going to start right from the very beginning. So let's look forward to that. You'll also notice I've set up a channel just for this on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe and hit a like and leave a comment if you want this kind of content. And if you subscribe to this channel, you'll get the Young CGB, well, now the free-to-play CGB, I'll probably make that mistake 100 times, content delivered to you every time I upload it. I hope to do it 3 to 4 times a week, time allowing. For right now, let's start our tutorial with exactly as told. Play a land.
Good. You don't have enough lands to cast anything yet. So that's all you can do right now.
Yep, got it. Sparky and I have been through this a few times, but if you're new to Magic Arena, this is basically exactly what you're going to be walked through.
Summon a creature.
Once you have multiple lands, you can tap them, play a creature. I think that the tutorial does a good job explaining this part, so I'm going to move right through some of these things. The main thing I want to do is get into the account and show you basically how to set up for success. I've got some promo codes that will give you some free cards, and I'll show you exactly what I would craft and play early on in the journey. And hopefully we can keep this video series going all the way to Mythic. Although maybe not this season. It's tough to do that in a season. So we play our land. We play our Shrine Keeper number 2. They can attack only after they've been in play for a turn. They are summoning sickness. Some have special abilities that let them attack sooner. That's called haste. It's a bonus tip right there. 2 power, 2 toughness, 2 damage when you attack, and it can absorb 2 damage when it blocks or is damaged by a spell. But again, I should let Sparky handle this part. She does a pretty good job. None of this you're going to probably find particularly different, although you may find it entertaining. I don't know. Mouse over cards to expect their details. This is a 2/2 as well. It is an elf warrior, whereas Shrine Keeper is a human cleric. There are no special abilities. Now we can play our 3/2 for 1 mana more. I will. I'm going to keep attacking, or we could use an all attack button.
You've been blocked.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. The 2 creatures battle, 1 dies. Then the other dies. They both dies. Don't worry, this animation doesn't happen every time you get into combat. Things definitely start moving faster.
Admirable. Pity I have to crush you.
There is a rumbling Baloth. Hello.
A big problem.
Well, it's bigger than what we have. Okay, well now we don't really want to attack.
That beast will destroy your creatures if you attack now.
What she said.
You've shown spirit, but I will show you strength.
+4/+4 with a feral roar. Hello, gorilla. So, this is now an 8/8 until the end of turn. It's going to attack, and we're only at 7 life.
One of your creatures can block it.
We have to block, which is a difference if you're coming over from Hearthstone, that you can put a creature in front of an attacker to absorb the damage for you. Take
That beast while it's still recovering.
Take Vengeance destroys a tapped creature. The creature is tapped.
You're not making this easy.
Well, you're the enemy. I must respect a talented opponent.
We've got you cornered.
Cast the spell. Clear a path to finish her.
Tap all creatures your opponents control with 2 toughness or less. 2 toughness each. Looks good for Blinding Radiance. And let's break some lines.
Well fought, outsider.
Yeah, I know. I know. Got skills.
Ooh, shiny.
Cool.
You've unlocked a new card.
Lucky me.
Yeah, good work back there. But if you're going to battle another planeswalker, you've got to be prepared for anything. I know a guy on Ravnica that can teach you everything you need to know about tactics. Especially what not to do.
We all should know a guy on Ravnica. So they want me to hit play. Apparently this box is going to stay locked, but if I complete the tutorial, I get 5 decks. You can also skip the tutorial, to be honest. I'm not going to, but just in case you want to skip the tutorial, I'm pretty sure it's here under something. Hold on. I'm like 90% sure it was in there somewhere. View account, maybe? Anyway, I'm not going to press it. Pretty sure that you can hit view account and then skip the tutorial somewhere in your settings. I know I've done it before. But here for episode 1 on our journey from the very, very beginning of the game. We're going to play it out. There's haste, which lets the creature attack this turn instead of waiting a turn. Oh yeah. Ahoo!
Don't worry, these things are basically harmless.
It is a tiny critter. I don't like that Sparky is not respecting the enemy though. So many of them.
Maybe worry just a little bit.
There's too many of them.
Second blood. Right.
Waiting on those voice lines. To battle. So aggressive. Let's learn how to block again, shall we? Pick one of these, hit the block button. Dead. Goblin Bruiser, 3 mana, 3/3.
I've got more where that came from.
So our damage heals at the end of turn. This is another difference from Hearthstone, I believe, if you're coming from there. And attacking into a 3/3 is a very bad idea. So we'll play our Shrine Keeper, play our land for the turn, and we'll play our Sanctuary Kitty Cat.
Creatures aren't tough enough to survive being blocked. Hold them back.
I will. No attacks. Good deal.
Everybody but me. Charge!
Here they come. So relentless. So you can block something with multiple creatures. For example, this cat and the Shrine Keeper can block the 3/3 Goblin Bruiser. And with their power combining for 3 and their toughness combining for 4, only one will die, but the larger Bruiser will go down too. And it leaves us a 2/2 to block a 1/1.
Hey, nobody kills my troops but me.
What a guy.
Wait, huh?
Goblin Grenade. Sacrifice a goblin, 5 damage to any target, and the opponent goes face. We're down 8-13. And we're drawing a lot of land, but now we can start attacking because our opponent doesn't have creatures anymore.
Ow, ow, ow.
Yay.
Where's an army of expendable minions when you need one? Oh, here it is.
Jeez. Cheeky. Create 2 1/1 goblin creature tokens. Alright, so a 2/2 that makes 2 more 1/1s. Now this says when it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Do we wish to attack? The cat can be blocked by the gang leader. The Shrine Keeper would have to be blocked by the 1/1s. I think I'm okay with the Shrine Leader trading off. And there is the 2-2 blocking the 2-2, so those both die. And now I have the larger than the things my opponent has, Spectral Guardian.
He'd be a fool to attack you now.
Never hold back. Never back down. Never walk barefoot in a goblin warren.
Haha, jokes. Attacking anyway. Alright. I will see if the opponent can somehow surprise me, but it looks like they just threw their creatures into the toilet. And it's an Ogre Painbringer. It enters... When it enters the battlefield, 3 damage to each player. It is a 7/3 creature. So, let's attack with our Spiritual Guardian because we just drew another. If the opponent blocks, the 3 power will kill the Ogre Painbringer and the 7 power will kill the Guardian, but that's okay. And now we have another Spiritual Guardian. So we could take the damage or we could block and trade. Because we have a potential lethal attack next turn if the opponent plays another creature, I'm going to take the damage.
A good general knows when they're beat, so we should probably give up now.
And the opponent does not have a blocker, plus Take Vengeance can destroy the Painbringer. Haha!
Have mercy on me, please.
Mercy? What is this mercy?
It's the pokey bits that hurt the most.
Another W in the bag. Just blitz in this tutorial, although it makes us sit on the victory screens a bit. And here's some cards to go to our nice new collection that we're working on.
So let's try a more challenging lesson.
Gladly.
He might look like any other merfolk, but his knowledge is boundless.
How
Be
fun.
patient and keep an open mind.
He's supposed to be
If it is
Yoda or
wisdom you
something.
seek, I will teach you.
Alright, let's get it. So, they're going to talk at me a lot, but as we play these early turns, I'll introduce myself a little bit.
Unfettered by earthly bonds.
My gamer tag is Covert Go Blue. You can call me CGB. I start every video with, it's me, it's CGB. I've been playing Magic for well over 20 years.
Understand the air, land, and sea.
About 24, I think, now. You start to lose track after a while. When I hit 20 years, it blew my mind, and then since then I haven't thought about it too much.
Any blockers on the ground?
Let's see, I was competitive for a time. I'm mostly casual now and focused on content, which is fun. I have another YouTube channel which does more advanced stuff with a deck every day. A new deck every day for you to check out, and it also is a paid account, whereas this will be free to play and focused on learning. So you can check out that channel as well. I'm also a Twitch streamer. I just started a channel that my Twitch streams will be held on if you want to watch them. But you can also find me and my Twitch channel. Check out the description. My description will have links to a lot of things about me.
Obstacles may block your path, but do not lose sight of your true goal.
Is that
deep.
crab wearing a pirate hat?
Sure is, although you can't quite see it here. Alright, but yeah. I'm now, at the time I'm recording this, I'm trying to work my way to being a full-time content creator. So if you like what I do or like my work, remember to like or subscribe to the videos. Consider doing a paid subscription or a membership on YouTube or Twitch, and there's also a donation link if you'd like to tip me for my work. And thank you in advance to everybody who does that. It's not expected, the content is free, but any support is greatly appreciated and goes towards creating more additional content in the future. Alright, so now we have these lands. We have these Knight's Pledges to make our cat big and strong, so that the Shorecomer Crab can't just block it every turn. So let's get Ultra Mega Cat attacking. And yay for Giant Killer Sanctuary Cat. Wow.
If you keep to the shallows, you'll never learn the secrets of the depths.
You're about to play something
Wow.
deep, aren't you?
That sounds deep.
Well, if Sparky's gonna make all the jokes for me, then my job is really easy on this video here today. The Waternaut's keeping the line breaker tapped. So let's just keep throwing this cat at you. You got this little pirate hat crab thing to get killed. And we can play out our spiritual guardian. We have 11 life, our opponent has 12, now we have 9. And that is a very large 4/6 Plagiosaur.
Do not blame the ocean when you get carried away.
His lessons are just so majestic.
I think Sparky's got a crush. I'm not as impressed as Sparky is. So we can give +3/+3 in flying to one of our creatures. We could go with the larger creature and race, or we could go with the smaller creature and have the cat to block the Plagiosaur. I actually like going, diversifying the threat base a little bit here. So let's put this on the Guardian. But for the first time kind of here, we had a choice of which to enchant. Both answers are good in their own right. The attacks continue, and our cat can bounce off the Plagiosaur. It doesn't kill the cat doesn't kill the Plagiosaur.
Teacher is an ocean. The master is also an ocean.
Wait, what? That last one sounds a bit fishy.
A bigger ocean, perhaps? There's another one.
What? The mystic I was thinking of isn't even a merfolk.
Okay.
I actually don't know who this guy is.
You are a nerd,
I
Sparky.
apologize. It was just nice to have some company.
We don't even need to play the Knight's Pledge here to deal lethal damage with the Spiritual Guardian, which the Plagiosaur can't block because of the enchantment that gives it flying. One more lesson in the books.
Lasted.
What do we get? Show me the cards. Tactical advantage. Confront the assault. Cast only when a creature is attacking you. Create 3 spirits. And target, blocking, or blocked creature you control gets +2/+2. So what they're about to introduce us to are instants, which can be played during your turn and during your opponent's turn at any point in the turn. Mid-combat, main phase, doesn't matter. And that's going to be an important lesson.
Okay, you're almost ready to take on anyone, including whoever roughed you up in the first place.
The story here is that she found me after getting my butt kicked by a planeswalker, which is kind of weird.
Art of surprise.
All right. Lots of instant speed and flash stuff coming up as we play spells, not just during our turn, but during the opponent's as well.
Watch her every move and be ready for anything.
Hi. How you doing? Lady Assassins.
What pretty little thing has wandered into my web?
Kitty, kitty.
Go on, attack me.
Sounds like a trick. If I attack, it's gonna die. Just you watch. Is definitely a trap. Destroy target creature with power 2 or less at instant speed. Well, they could have cast that on their turn, on my turn, whenever they wanted to, so it was going to die no matter what.
Don't let her get under your skin.
Was I supposed to be angry?
Your move.
Are you flirting with me? So you'll see, now I'm starting to play my spells after combat because I want to make my opponent commit to plays, then show them my next play. But that's just a habit, which doesn't come up really until you get into more competitive play. But it's just a habit that I have. So, flashed in a 2/1, blocked. That's what Flash is. You can play your stuff at instant speed. Let's go to boost up our Shrine Keeper and keep attacking. Let's see if the opponent has another trick, and it is another 2-1 for 2 with Flash. And the block is to stay alive. Altar's Reap says sacrifice a creature to draw 2 cards. So the Pilferer is getting sacrificed to draw 2 cards after blocking, which still prevents the damage. It still means that we did not get a hit in. That's right, Sparky. Well, hello. 5 damage to target opponent. Can't block. So I think what we're going to be trained here is how to use this to our advantage. We die if we attack here and don't have a blocker. This will come right over and kill us because we're at 5 life. So we play our land and we say go. Well, Sparky's being helpful. Sparky wants us to know.
Block first. Then it's time for some trickery of your own.
Oh yeah.
Cast it now.
I'm doing it. Making it. Boom. Now it's a 6.
Ooh, very clever.
Don't act like you're not impressed. Here's another 2-1 with Flash. And another 2-1 with Flash.
You've fallen right into my trap.
Oh, have I?
Get ready.
Got him.
I can respect that.
She's so impressed. She's so into me right now.
Really, I'm at your mercy.
Oh. Watch. I bet if we attack, something bad happens.
Looks like you've let your guard down.
Ah, now you're going to play some Flash creatures and try to kill me. But we drew our special new spell, Confront the Assault, which can be cast if a creature is attacking us.
Hurry! Make some blockers.
Ninja moves. So, our opponent is attacking us for 6. Our opponent is at 6 life. A Shrine Keeper is a 4/4 with the Knight's Pledge, and then 2 creatures means that we can attack for 6 and get lethal. So what we want to do here is block this Pilferer, go down to only 1 life, which is very scary, but then attack our opponent for the lethal 6 damage. It's a completely safe play, because we know our opponent has no cards in their hand. Of course, it would have worked out anyway by drawing Angelic Reward. Oh, they want more damage. Sparky wants the BM. Sparky will not rest until the BM is achieved.
I'll be in touch.
I knew you would be. So, besides some cute assassin's phone number, let's see what else we get from the experience. Inspiring Commander, Sarah Angel. A couple of powerful creatures with some abilities. I bet we're about to be in a big fight. Time to graduate that
That was
tutorial.
some quick thinking. When we first met, you looked within an inch of your life, but now you're unstoppable. Who were you fighting in the first place, anyway?
Oh, this. I fought this.
Nicole Borlas. After I annihilated you, I really didn't expect to see you again.
Yeah, I get that a lot after a first date.
This is a terrible idea.
No, it's not. I got
There's
this.
no way you're prepared for this guy.
Sparky doesn't believe. Gonna impress Sparky. Gonna win her over.
I'll make a deal with you, Planeswalker.
Talk to me.
Defeat me, and I'll let you go. Lose, and you will serve me for eternity.
Not a great deal. I've heard better
Fight as
deals.
if your life depended on it.
Discard a card, huh?
You need to make a tough tough decision.
One of my cards must be discarded. I think it'll be this land. The opponent drops a dragon.
Throw away a dragon?
You look surprised. I do as I choose with what is mine, and it is all mine.
So much to say. Shrine to the keeps. Let's do this. Cruel cut. Down goes the Shrine Keeper.
Either exists or perishes at my whim.
Yeah. Fancy, dude. You so fancy. 2 damage. Alright, Line Breaker. Discarding that land is starting to look bad since we do a 5 and a 6 drop.
There is nothing else.
The Mummy doesn't want to attack, but instead Ambition's Cost will draw 3 cards and Nicol Bolas will lose 3 life. There is a land off the top. I will throw the Line Breaker at my opponent. The block from the Mummy. Tactical Advantage can let us save our Line Breaker, so that the Mummy dies and the Line Breaker lives.
I will let nothing stand in the way of what I seek. Not even death.
Ambitious. Rise from the Grave returns the dragon to the battlefield. It becomes a black zombie in addition to being a dragon. Dragon zombie. Straight out of season... not the last season, whatever that was, but Game of Thrones, where the ice dragon comes back. Spoilers, not sorry. Spiritual Guardian. Line Breaker should get him for an attack. It can't block the dragon anyway because it flies. Double cast will copy the next instant or sorcery. Dear Lord, what is about to happen? What is this instant or sorcery? 2 damage to each creature. Is that without flying? It is. So it will deal 2 damage to our Line Breaker and another 2 damage to the Guardian, killing these, leaving the dragon alive. Oh, very sad. But we've drawn our 6th land. We can play an Inspiring Commander. And now, if we have a creature with power 2 or less entering the battlefield, we can gain a life and draw a card. We still need to draw something to deal with the dragon, and our opponent just cast Overflowing Insight to draw 7 more cards. Cards are good. The more of them you have, the more likely you are to win, typically. So drawing cards is a big deal. And here we go. The Shrine Keeper. Gain a life, draw a card. I mean, Nicol Bolas seems pretty tilted for a guy who just drew 7 cards.
We just might be able to pull this off.
Take Vengeance can kill the dragon.
No matter. Soon there will be nothing left of you either.
Let's send the commander in and just send a message with a quick point of damage. Why not? Chaos Maw has entered the battlefield, dealing 3 damage to each other creature.
All succumb to Bolas.
Our creatures are dying quickly, and Inspiring Commander is trying to get us back in the game all by itself.
So you can prepare for his attack.
Yep, attacking with the commander will not do us any good, but Confront the Assault if our opponent attacks will create 3 creatures, drawing us 3 more cards. Alright, here we go. This will gain us 3 life, draw us 3 cards. There's another tactical advantage. We have some interesting choices. We can put everything in front of the Chaos Maw, but I'm not worried about it since I have some small creatures. So, let's see. Could do it like this and kill off the dragon with the tactical advantage and take 6 from the Chaos Maw. We could also just block 1 here and take the 4 damage on the chin and keep some of our creatures alive and save tactical advantage for another use. I do think the game wants me to kill either the dragon or the Chaos Maw, so I'm going to go after the dragon. The flyer is a bit scary. Once we run out of tokens, we won't be able to block it as effectively. So here's the confirming blocks. The opponent chooses this order, and we want to use tactical advantage on one of those creatures down here. Now the opponent kills 2 of our tokens, loses their dragon. We keep 1.
Congratulations. You're actually beginning to irritate me.
And the Chaos Maw is still on the battlefield. But we have a decent blocker for it in our Sanctuary Cat.
Such impudence.
He really doesn't like this. Sarah Angel can come out to play. Opponent Sparky is now getting pumped. That's nice to see.
An angel. Do you really think a mere angel will stop me?
I think it might.
My power is beyond that of a god.
I don't plan to block with the Inspiring Commander, so I may as well attack with it. I have a cat to block the Chaos Maw, and if the cat dies, I still have 4 more life to play with. So I'm also going to attack with the Spirit to get a little more damage in. Cruel Cut finally, unfortunately, destroys the Inspiring Commander. Bolas, for some reason, has an Ancient Crab and a Renegade Demon in the deck. Here comes the 6 damage. Let's absorb it with the Kitty Cat. I don't want to use a tactical advantage here to trade for the Chaos Maw. I want to save it. I may be able to pump this Angel and pull off a surprising victory. And there might be it.
Don't give up now.
This becomes 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm a damage short. But let's go ahead and put this on the Sarah Angel, who has Vigilance, so it can attack here while leaving back a token to do some blocking if the Angel were to die. We can use a tactical advantage to pump for a little more damage, but since we can't kill the opponent, I'm going to hold on a little bit longer.
My patience is wearing thin. Let's finish it.
As we've seen earlier in the tutorial, 1 life is not game over. There's lethal and there's not quite lethal. So with blocks like this, we stay alive. I could save the tactical advantage. I think I will. I want to make sure that my Sarah Angel lives even through something that would deal 1 or 2 damage to it. And here we go. 7 points. Could be lethal.
I'm impressed.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for me. And Sparky. And all the free people of Dominaria.
Woohoo! That dragon better think twice before he tries messing with you again.
Straight up G code. Angelic Army. As a white mage, you command disciplined armies, enforce order to overwhelm the enemy. As a blue mage with Azure Skies, you control the battlefield through illusion. Always think 3 steps ahead of your foe. As a black mage, every advantage comes at a cost. Sacrifice whatever is necessary to control the forces of death and darkness. Dome Destruction. As a red mage, you revel in chaos of battle. Fire is the weapon and your inspiration, as in Go Face. Force Smite. As a green mage, the natural world is at your command. The power of life itself fuels your magic. Oh, and we can see just kind of a preview of some of the cards in here. I see some dragons. I know that's a Hydra. It looks like they've reworked some of the contents with Core Set 20, so that's exciting. And those are all cards we now have access to.
Your games, and you can change it whenever you want.
So my avatar of choice, and you're welcome to chime in comments of what you think I should pick, is usually Jace. Jace is where I typically go, but we might change it up depending on what we choose as kind of our path. But I'll grab Jace for now.
Or mine.
Whoa! This is your level. Play more games to level up and unlock more stuff.
How exciting.
You can practice with me to start. Ready?
All right, you want me to practice. So what I have to do...
You'll need to choose a deck.
All right. What deck should we choose, everybody? First, let me see if there's anything else we can do before we practice with Sparky. If I go to the store, does it work? It appears that it does. So, as kind of a bonus for you watching this first introduction video with all of the tutorial things like that, I'm going to let you in on some secrets. Online, there are codes. It's our codes that you can put in to get free stuff from the store. And if you are a new account, and especially if you're going to be a free-to-play account, you should put in the codes and get your free things. So, codes change over time. I could read you a list of codes right now, and you'll get to watch me enter some, but the thing I want to do is make sure in the future that you get all the right codes. So, there's going to be a link to a place in Reddit that keeps track of all the current codes in the game. So, try to check description for that, or Google MTG Arena free codes Reddit, and it should take you there. It's also a command in my Twitch channel if you know how to use those. You can go into my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/covertgoblue, and you can hit !codes, and you'll get a link that will take you directly to the Reddit post if you'd rather do that than Google. And I'm trying to do that right now, so if you hear a sound in the background, forgive me. All right, are you ready to watch some codes in action? First code, level up. This gets us some experience points, which helps work us through the thing quicker, plus a booster pack. We're gonna need those packs. You're going to want all the packs you can get. Next up, current code, play M20. This will get you 3 packs of Core Set 20. Hooray. Now, Mythic Magic is a code that supposedly expired yesterday, which gave us 3 free Mythic Rares, and as you see, there's a failure redeeming the code, so that is indeed accurate. Now we're going to add some cosmetics. These don't add the cards, they're just cosmetics, unfortunately, but you may as well cash them, your cosmetic codes in, because who knows when they will expire. So, Enlighten Me is one, Written in Stone is another. Don't worry about these cards or knowing what these cards do. I'm sure you'll get them at some point, and you may as well have the cool shiny cosmetics. I want all of you to have only the shiniest of a collection when you want one. So shields up. 1 billion. This should be a free pack of War of the Spark, and it did work. So that's another booster pack, more cards for the collection. Here is Inner Demon, which I believe that's a cosmetic card as well. Over the Moon is another cosmetic code. Play War the Spark was a code that just expired, unfortunately. Oh no, that doesn't expire until 2020. I read that wrong. This is why it doesn't hurt to try, and there's 3 packs of War of the Spark to the collection. Again, all this is free. You just have to know where to look. So it's a pretty good tip to give right away. There's a shiny goblin, as well as they gave us the card Fanatical Firebrand to go with it, which is wonderful. Sparkle Druid is the next one. Druid of the Cowl, cosmetic, along with the Druid of the Cowl card. Thank you. Foil Fungus will be another code similar nature. So let's put that in. Parallax Potion, let's try that one. And we get Revitalize. Don't worry too much about what all the cards do. I'm trying to move quickly through this part of the video, as it does take a little bit of time. We'll be examining cards and what should go in your decks in the near future. But, as what I recommend you do with any new account jumping into the game, is figure out what codes you can redeem and redeem them. It appears that Starter Styles, unfortunately, is expired. But Play Allegiance should not be, so this is good for 3 packs of Ravnica Allegiance. Game Awards is from the Esports Starter Kit, but appears to also be expired, and so it is. But I'm not above trying anyway. And then 3 packs of Guilds of Ravnica from Play Ravnica should be the last code currently active for all people in MTG Arena. So, there you go. Some sweet codes and stuff. Now we have these packs to open and to try to improve our decks with. And we have these decks, which we can check out in detail. So here's what I want to know as I wrap up this first episode of the CGB free-to-play M20 Chronicles. What deck do I play in my next episode? I want your comments telling me what you would prefer. Should I play Out for Blood in the black deck? The blue deck, Aether Skies, the green deck, Force Might, the red deck in Dome Destruction, or the white deck in Angelic Army? Leave a comment and tell me what deck you want me to play the most. It's not going to be too scientific. I'm going to look down the list. I'm going to try to look for the one that jumps out as having most of the votes. And if enough of you vote, then we'll be able to tell where we want to go in the future. I want this to be about the people watching the series, and I want you to have a say in what we do. So that's what I'm asking you to do before the next episode. Vote in comments. Tell me which of these you would like me to use in the next video. You'll have probably 2 days, and then we'll be carrying on. In the future, I may set up polls and things of that nature, but for right now, please just use the comments. Next video, we're going to have our practice duel with Sparky. We're going to open our packs and improve some of our decks, and the deck that got the votes, we're going to take a deeper dive at, look at, make some changes to it probably before we even play, after opening our packs, to make it a little more competitive, and then we'll start our journey to mastery, ranked battles, and mythic, all here in free-to-play adventures of CGB.
But first, you'll need to choose a deck.
Yes. At first we do need to choose a deck. Well said, Sparky. So say in comments, what deck should I play? Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.